Good afternoon on Tuesday. Thanks very much for making a date with me. This, of course, is Peter Sandrovitch with you, and I'm previewing two races for Wednesday evening. That's right, somewhere away from us at the moment because time of broadcasting of this message is Tuesday mid-afternoon. Still got two horses to run today, running in the 4:30 and the 5 o'clock this afternoon at Taunton. I wish you the best of luck with those two. Priced at the moment on the exchanges, around about 9-10 to 1, so about 100 to 1 double. Those two, if either was to win, it'd be very, very sweet indeed. I've got a 42% strike rate on all bets each way at average price 7 to 1, so a good chance one of them connecting, that's for sure, if not both. Right, I'll talk more about those two in a moment or two at the end of this broadcast, because most people have got it, of course, got the bets, that is, from last night, because I put them on at about 5 o'clock last night, wasn't it, or maybe slightly earlier. Two new bets then to talk to you about at Kempton, and they are running tomorrow night. But just before I give you that double-headed attack at the Kempton track, I'm just going to lean forward to tell you that I've got a bit of a horse here, Five horses I've had from the stable of Gavin Cromwell over there in Ireland, and 5 winners from January the 1st when I connected with one at 5 to 1 into 2 to 1. And then the run continued with a 100% weekend when I tipped a horse called Pure Sirloin, which won at 7 to 1. And then a horse which won the next day, Stumpstown, 6 to 1 into 100 to 30. Then about 2 weeks later on my private club, I tipped a 10 to 1 winner from Gavin Cromwell's yard on a horse called Mr. or Captain PRS or something, but it absolutely bolted up. And then last week I had a horse, Port Ordstown, which won at 14 to 1 into 3 to 1. These horses are coming off the top of my head. I've not got them written down in front of me. I'm just speaking to you from my lounge here. But essentially 5 bets, 5 winners from one stable in Ireland, the very, very shrewd Gavin Cromwell. Tomorrow is my 6th bet in 5 weeks. I've waited 5 weeks for my 6th bet, and it runs tomorrow. It goes at Fairyhouse, and if you want it, it's £10. The price of it, not yet known, because the bookmaker's notoriously slow at getting off the mark with these bets in prices in Ireland. Obviously, when you know how many winners I'm backing and how big a following I've got, almost 2,000 viewers on this service, and I've got a lot of people elsewhere in private clubs of mine on my top tier lines. Well, I think it'll be about 7 or 8 to 1. It might be a bit bigger, but it's certainly an each way price. And if you want it, it's just a tenner. You know what to do, but I'll ask you once more to just read the details below in the description and pay the bank to bank, you to me, me to you. No PayPal, it's just 1 to 1. And once you've done that, email petersracingtips@gmail.com. That's petersracingtips@gmail.com. The payment will be married up against your email, and then the email will be sent to you post haste almost immediately. And that will have the name of the Fairyhouse horse trained by Gavin Cromwell. He's got about 8 horses tomorrow, so you can have a little look round and guess the one if you want. You can have a guess of it, but you may well back 7 losers before you find it. We don't want to do that. We want to back the right one, and I've got the right one. No question about that in my eyes. And if you want it, it's yours for a tenner in the normal fashion. I'm looking for 6 bets, 6 winners in 5 weeks from this red hot stable, this absolutely brilliant trainer who landed some enormous gambles. Last week, gamble for my snowball people was 14 to 1 into 3 to 1. 14 to 1 into 3 to 1. Colossal gambles. But I've landed even bigger ones than that with horses at 20 to 1 into 3 to 1. Carbon King, 20 to 1 into 3 to 1. I landed on this line I gave you free, and I've landed 33 to 1, 25 to 1s, and so many more. But if you want that one tomorrow, the 6th Gavin Cromwell bet I've given, I've never tipped any more. I've got 5 horses from his yard, and they've all won, and the 6th one is about to detonate tomorrow afternoon at Fairyhouse, so don't miss it whatever you do. Well, I've got 2 new bets for you which are free of charge, and I'm going to give you them now. I'm not going to spare too much time on these because there's a lot to do. We're mid-afternoon racing at the moment, a lot going on, and there is 2 more horses still to run, which I'll repeat to you at the end of this broadcast in just 1 second. But the 2 horses, new horses, which are free of charge if you want to play the free line. A lot of people play the free and they play the extra bets, of course, to top up their profits. Well, in the 7 o'clock at Kempton tomorrow night, remember this is our information for tomorrow evening. These are Wednesday's bet. 7 o'clock, number 4, it's called Paco's Pride, trained by Roger Varian and ridden by young Aidan Keeley. I like the look of this one. It's only run 3 times. It's got the proverbial handicap mark now after 3 runs down the pan, 6th, 7th and 4th. I think it's got a great chance. Number 4, Packo's Pride, each way in this 7 o'clock at Kempton Park. No odds out yet, but it should be about 7-1, and it's got a cracking chance. The other horse which runs tomorrow night, then I'll repeat today's bet, which doesn't run till 4:30, is in the 6:30 at 6:30, and this is a very interesting horse, number 10 on your board. Number 10, it's called Got No Dollars, trained by Stuart Williams, real shrewd cookie Stuart, he of those with the old dark glasses on, the Roy Orbison glasses. Well, Stuart Williams trains number 10, Got No Dollars, and I think this one's a winner waiting to happen. It's coming to the boil. It's ridden by Luke Catton, who always rides the horse. He's rode it for the last 5 times, and I think he's got a great chance of winning at a decent price, 17-2 to your money. Now, the 2 other horses which are running this afternoon, I'll just repeat them to you, but don't forget, if you want this special bet, the Gavin Cromwell special, there is 1 bet available, and that's it. And it runs at Fairy House on Wednesday afternoon, but is available now by paying a tenner and then emailing petersracingtips@gmail.com. Okay, so let me just give you these 2 bets if you've not already had them, because it can be a bit confusing. The 4:30 this afternoon at Taunton. This is an interesting horse. Number 4, Celtic Fortune, trained by Neil Mulholland, ridden by Danny McNamee. Number 4, Celtic Fortune. I won't go into the background about it. It's on the previous message. That's number 4 each way, 10-1 to your money. And the other horse is number 9. It's called Sassified in the 5 o'clock. Philip Hobbs, Tom O'Brien, owned by JP McManus. Number 9, Sassified. And there we go. So that's it from me to you, as the Beatles say. And I shall be back with you soon enough. But in the meantime, big chance tomorrow at Fairy House, where I'm unbeaten. 5 bets, 5 winners from 1 trainer, Gavin Cromwell. And we've had some massive touches. Last week's won at 14-1 into 3s. This could be even bigger. Go get them.